Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's look at indices and check out how they performed. Also, the levels to look out for the various indices next week. First, let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow has had a better performance in comparison to the S&P 500 and Nasdaq as it pullbacks to retest its support level after it has momentarily broken out from its resistance at 36687. The Fed's minutes that were announced last week has started waves of selling as it suggested faster than expected rate hike and faster pace of tapering. Generally, higher interest rate is beneficial to the banks. That's why the Dow was held up as the banks moved towards their resistance level. However, there is still significant impact to other sectors, and that outweighs the bullish strength from the banks. Nevertheless, if it can hold at its support level, it must rebound to retest its new minor resistance at around 36949 to maintain its bullish movement. Note that the core CPI data on 12 January is important as a lower reported number can help the market to rebound to its resistance. Also, to note that the US banks like JPM, Wells Fargo's Citigroup kicked off the Q4 earnings and it may have some positive impact on the Dow, especially they announced better than expected results. Now, let's take a look at S&P 500. S&P 500 is dragged by the tech stocks as the Fed's minutes sent the Treasury yield soaring and sparked a major sell-off in the tech sector last week. We will look at Nasdaq after this. The S&P 500 forms a major resistance at 4808, I beg your pardon. It has been struggling to trade above the level before the major sell-off, which had broken one of its important support levels at 4732, which was a major resistance in the past. Technically, a bullish market tends to use such resistance as a key support because of its past struggle and a lot of missed opportunity at that level. But since it had broken, let's take a look at what are the key focus next week. Okay, so if we turn on the indicators, we will see that the S&P 500 now sits on its 50-day MA. And in the past, right, this index has been using 100-day MA as its support level to rebound. So next week, we are going to look at whether the S&P 500 can hold and rebound from its 50-day MA or continue to move down to retest its 100-day MA. Now, the tech sectors plays a very important part now for S&P 500. So we shall take a look at Nasdaq 100 here. Now, if you look at Nasdaq 100, after a fantastic start to 2022 with a positive close, it was sold off 5.8% to hit its major support level at 15506. Now, if I turn on the indicators, you'll see that Nasdaq, I beg your pardon, Nasdaq 100 right now is at its 100-day MA, and previously it had been using this 100-day MA to rebound up. Okay, so it is important next week for it to rebound above its 100-day MA in order not to drift into a downtrend. Probably good earnings from the mega tech counters in upcoming weeks, like Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Meta can help to leave the Nasdaq. So it's very important to see whether the index can, be helped by the core CPI data and also followed by the PPI data as well. So let's move on to look at the Asia market. Let's start off with the STI. STI has been a strong performance as it has broken its resistance level to retest its higher resistance at this level, which is around 3208. The bullish movement led by the banks, especially DBS and UOB, trading at all-time high levels, has helped the index to sustain at its high. If the index can break out from this resistance, the next resistance to watch is around 3248, which has been a struggle for, at this level, the index has been struggling, right? If I were to put in this manner, where you can see there's a consolidation over here. So if the index is bullish, it shall retest this level. And once it breaks out from this level, of course, we expect higher movement. But we do not expect a strong upward movement that have a straight line movement. It may start to pull back to retest support level as well as somewhere in the middle of the week. Okay, so do watch out for that as well. Now move on to Hang Seng. After a lackluster start at the beginning of the week, the index has managed to rebound from its major support level or important support level, I would say, okay, at this around 22710. Why is it important? Because had the index broken this support level, it is likely to form the next lower low, and it continues its downtrend, which for the past 1 year in 2021, it had been downbeaten. Okay, so it had rebounded strongly to close at a respectable level at around this 23497. And if it continue to move up to retest its resistance at 23627, it is going to form a double bottom formation, and a breakout from there can help the index to retest this level at 24377, which is a resistance. And this is going to be the high, which is essential for its uptrend, and then a pullback to retest 23627 to form the next higher low for its uptrend. Okay, so let's see whether can the index move back into uptrend next week. All right, so this is the market outlook for the week 10th of Jan to 14th of Jan. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you again. Good day and goodbye.